What is up? What is up, YouTube? I done found another one. Since we found another one, I gotta go with the up. I gotta check this out. I want Sean and Ron to check this out, man. This album.
482. That's 1107 down. Okay. 323 to 584. D5. Let us know. You'll be out on that.
I can't believe Diddy locked in a cell. Tunnels under his house and he can't make bail. Neighbors scared stiff, won't retrieve they ball. If it bounce over Diddy gate, they don't call. Ain't no doorbell ringing, ain't no fence climbing. They say the devil dance quiet when the stars are lining. Talk in the street about basements with scream, where the silence too loud and the truth still bleed. Lawyer walks off, said the case too thick. Even his mama on IV drip. Sick trying to detox demon while praying on lies. But you can't cleanse blood when it drips from the sky.
Lawyers will argue today that Sean Combs deserves some special treatment. They're hoping to get him out from behind bars as quickly as possible. This morning, the case against Sean Combs returns to court following the split verdict.
I can't believe I saw the twins in the pews. Eyes wide shut trying to dodge daddy's snooze. Courtroom silence when they walking slow. I felt the shame hit the floor like a soul on the go. They say he comfy now. Sheets folded neat. Other inmates doing favors just to eat. He's still moving like a mobile with a plan. But God don't blink. The karma hits like a fan. Cases dropping daily. Names ain't redacted. One brave soul said, nah, I ain't asking. I'm not anonymous. I'm proud with the pen. Said you're gonna remember this truth again and again.
We are just getting started. We're going to win, and we're not going to stop until he walks out of prison, a free man to his family. The defense argues there are exceptional circumstances.
I can't believe Diddy was found not guilty, but the vibe in the room still felt filthy. Face to face, I ain't flinch or shake. I told him what you did to that girl was a damn disgrace. I can't believe Diddy was found not guilty, but the vibe in the room still felt filthy. Face to face, I ain't flinch or shake. I told him what you did to that girl was a damn disgrace. I can't believe.
I can't believe. I told everybody, man. I said, man, that's the hit right there. That joint right there is a smoker. I can't believe Diddy was found not guilty. Oh my God, yo. Anyway, check this out, man. This lady right here. I don't know if y'all seen the first one, man. Y'all gotta go check both of these out. Miss Barbara, she's saying that she seen Diddy with some chopped off head of some animal or something, man. God damn. Ex-model exposes Epstein and elite's hidden blackmail rooms. Miss Barbara. How you doing, Miss Barbara? She cute too. She fine. So yeah, she's a model. She was saying that she knew that the drinks was being spiked and stuff, so she stopped drinking, doing water, all kinds of stuff, man. This is getting deep. I'm trying to tell y'all, Uncle Mike I'm coming with the daggone dude. I'm coming with the stories, baby. I'm doing some research, man. We're gonna research this stuff and all that stuff. Anyway, how y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Y'all doing all right? That's good, man. Thank everybody for leaving comments. Y'all leave me some comments, man. Let me know. I'm checking them out, baby. I can't answer all of them. There's so many of them, but dude, every now and then I'll be like, what's up? Hey, if y'all want to get the album and stuff, it's links in our description about the album. And also you can holler at me on Facebook and all that good stuff, man, if you want, man. Because I'm about to start teaching people how Uncle Mike did this YouTube channel and everything. How I beat the odds. They laughed at me, cousin. So we got a YouTube course called the YouTube Growth System. All that links in below. If you seriously trying to change your life like I did. I'm in the Philippines for 30 days, man. Just chilling like a villain, but I'm always willing. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. These my boys right here, man. Miss Sean and Ron. Man, we used to clown Courtney something terrible, man. He said, I can't wait. He said, I can't wait till Uncle Mike do a reaction to this. Courtney showing a tattoo, and you ain't seen nothing. Courtney showing a tattoo like I'm showing a tattoo. Anyway, man, that's all fun back in the day. Let's check out what Barbara's saying. She's scaring me, man. Cause she's speaking from, she's real. She's speaking from what she saw. And you can tell she ain't lying. Ain't no bullshit. Here we go.
Let me give you an interesting take. Okay. I was with this agency, Women Models. Okay, they had Naomi Campbell, Kate Moss, all the top girls. They were pimping us out big time. So I have never had any plastic surgery at all. I've never touched my face or my body. I don't do filler. I used to do Botox. I stopped doing it, but I'm not into this plastic surgery, just to let you know. So my agent goes to me, the owner of Women. He said, hey, have you ever considered getting your nose done? I said, why would I get my nose done? I'm 16, 17 years old. I've made it this far in modeling. I'm signed with your agency, and you want me to go get my nose done? So I said, okay, whatever. I'll go get a consultation. So I go get a consultation with this plastic surgeon. He said, you do not need a nose job. Tell the owner of Women he's crazy. I said, fine. I then see this plastic surgeon at Epstein's condo, and he's on the black book.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's stuff like that.
Can I ask a really weird question, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever notice any girls lose their career because of botched nose jobs or botched this or botched that then put them in a position where they're even more desperate now and willing to do things for these people? Was that ever a tactic that you saw displayed?
I saw Janice Dickinson, like, she was completely botched. And then I see her at Cipriani's with 20-year-old models on the countertop, spreading her legs, acting like it's disgusting. Like, yeah, that's a typical one.
Okay. Well, big shout out, Janice. Okay. Even when you're botched, you're still holding it down. So let's circle back, right? Because there's a theme to some of these people. And I imagine as the parties dwindle, as it goes from, premiere to after party to creepy diddy party, metaphorically speaking, after party, did you start seeing repeating faces that kept rubbing shoulders with Epstein and all of this whole operation?
Yes. Why are they there? What business does that plastic surgeon have being there? Why is he there? And he's also Naomi Campbell's plastic surgeon.
How prevalent were rumors amongst girls about being used as pawns in blackmail schemes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. 100%.
Could you expand on that, or did you hear any stories?
Well, what do you mean? Like what kind of schemes? I mean, there's all kinds of schemes.
For with the lore of Diddy and the lore of Epstein, there's all of these tapes and surveillance footage that no one's ever seen. And we hear all these rumors about everything's run off blackmail. And wonder, models like you, taken to after parties, paired up with a celebrity, a politician, a musician, whatever. And then that footage is used to compromise the person that you were involved with. Was there rumors? Did you ever know anyone that was involved in anything like that? You don't have to name names or anything, but how prevalent was that in your circle within the models, the girls, the trophies that were so chased by these men?
Well, this is the thing. I figured out what's going on. What happens is at the Epstein condo, they invite all the big dogs, the CEOs, the big names, the celebrities, the actors, the models. And then they get the models that are like the ones that are working on visas, and they use them to sleep with the CEOs and the brand names of huge fashion brands. So they get women like me or Giselle or these big Victoria's Secret models. They lure them to the parties, so they're the candy, and then they get the CEO or whoever very drunk, and then they put the young ones on them, like the 15-year-olds, and they make them have sex and they film them. And that's how they blackmail them. They necessarily.
There it is. That's it right there. I mean, think about that. You think about that. And here's the loophole, y'all. You know what the problem is? If you at a party, right? If you are at a party and you drunk, you're an old man, what, 40s, 50s, 60 years old. Uncle Mike, 59, grade turned 60. And you drunk and you with all these beautiful women. God dang. Some of them is probably 21 or 25. And all you got to do is slip one or two of them little 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds in there, right? If all this is being filmed, slip one of them in there, slip two of them in there, and Diddy in there filming. Yeah, we got you. We got a couple of mil coming out of you because you don't want this to go public. I don't think it's a law to protect you over that. You sleeping with a minor, even if you thought the minor was old enough, you still wrong. You asked for ID and they had a fake ID, and we need to look these laws up. Look these laws up, because I think it's still, even if they had a fake ID and showed it to you, you still in the wrong. Yeah. That's a problem right there. And it's coming clear now.
Put the young ones on them, like the 15-year-olds,
Yep.
and they make them have sex and they film them. And that's how they blackmail them. They necessarily don't even know what they're doing. They're just getting drunk. And when they're getting drunk, they put something in their drink and then they connect them with the 15-year-old.
Yeah, and let's be honest, when it comes from
I see that a lot. That's what was going on. That's what I saw.
So that's what I saw.
So a lot of these men some of them are innocent.
Yes.
And then they're blackmailed and then they're indebted slaves forever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Diddy did also to probably some actors.
They don't want their wives to know. Yeah. They don't want first of all, you shouldn't be getting so drunk when you having S with somebody else and I'm at home taking care of the kids, or you know what I'm saying? Come on now, you married, dog, and this how you act. Well, I was drugged. Come on, man, this is ridiculous.
Blackmailed them, then they're indebted slaves forever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Diddy did also to probably some actors.
Let me just get ahead of the comment section.
Listen, if you're a regular going to these parties, like I've seen the regulars, a few people that I knew, why were they there every single weekend? If you're there one time and you make a mistake and you sleep with the 15-year-old, okay, mistake, you don't go back. You don't drink, you don't do that. But if you keep coming back, you're the problem.
Yep.
Wow.
You're the problem.
100%. 100%.
These men are the problem. If they keep coming back if they made a mistake one time, okay, you could say, you know what? I made a mistake. Okay, you own your mistake if you get caught. But if you keep going back over and over and you're at Epstein's plane, his condo, you're going to his island all the time, you're the problem.
Yeah, and let's just put this out there. If you're a guy, you've been lured back and there's an intention to get you in a blackmail situation, you're completely half on another planet. You've been hanging out with two 25-year-old models all night, and then all of a sudden those two models are switched out with two 15-year-olds for the cameras to roll for 10 minutes, and then they're switched back out again. These are tactics used so that you'd wake up in the morning and have no possible recall of anything bad happening. Okay?
Wow.
And I mean, listen, it's you've got to understand, we as the regular folk, when we say something in our drink, all of this, we go to where our brain is educated. We've already spoken about the scopamine, right, which is what is used by these individuals to literally control someone's mind.
What is that?
Well, listen, that's It's a naturally occurring
what is that?
toxin.
I mean, maybe that's what was in my drink when I got.
Well, it's usually breathed or blown onto someone, right? Because it's very easy to unalive somebody by accident with it. But effectively, if you're under the influence of that, I could say, Barbara, can you go and empty your bank account and get me all your Birkins? And you would go, no problem. And off you would go and you would do it. So imagine that in a human transportation or an island or an Epstein scenario for blackmail, for coercion, for all of that. It's terrifying. And it's the real deal. And for you to have this knowledge, there's going to be people who are saying, oh, well, you knew about it. You should have done something. What was the fear like of the reality of a model taking it all down? Do you know what I'm saying? It's an impossibility. You are expendable. You are replaceable. You are not the first one. And this is decades old of women like you seeing things and keeping stum. Because it must be a terrifying concept to think.
Listen, Ron, I couldn't even say which political party I wanted to vote for. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, all my years in New York, I could never say, I'm from Texas, okay, so you could imagine. I could never talk about that. I could never. I would be banned even from that. You are owned. You are owned. You cannot talk about anything.
And that with that, we often talk about conditioning when it comes to abusive individuals. And this sounds like a culture of conditioning.
Yes.
About here.
I became also like a people pleaser from it, because I was always like, what can I do to please that person? What can I do to make that person like me more as a model? You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to say, oh, what can I do to make that, you start thinking. And then the girls that are young and they don't have like normal parents, they're going to sleep with the guys to get them to, like them. They're going to do whatever they need to. So with that mindset, and I had a healthy mindset, I was even thinking that way. What can I do so they will like me more? And in my head, I'm like, well, I can't sleep. I'm never going to do that,
So
my agency made me fly back. I left a job and flew back to Texas because the photographer was inappropriate with me, and they made me come back. They said, if you don't come back, we're going to drop you. They told me that.
How prevalent was when you were at these parties?
They made you come back. She said, I'm from Texas. Kills me. Come on, people. Ron and neither one of y'all cleared this up.
I left a job and flew back to Texas.
I left a job and flew back to Texas
because the photographer was inappropriate with me, and they made me come back. They said, if you don't come back, we're going to drop you.
So she went home and they made her come back, photographer. Or we're going to drop you. Is that how it is? I think.
In my head, I'm like, well, I can't sleep. I'm never going to do that,
So
my agency made me fly back. I left a job and flew back to Texas because the photographer was inappropriate with me, and they made me come back. They said, if you don't come back, we're going to drop you. They told me that.
Go back to that.
How prevalent was when you were at these parties?
I got it now. She had to go back to that photographer and before the agency dropped her, so she had to fly back. That's crazy.
Parties, seeing Epstein. Was Maxwell always with him? Was it always joined at the hip, or how much of a run-in did you have with Maxwell?
You know what? I could have seen her, but I probably didn't pay attention because she's so ugly. I only noticed like beautiful women. She's so ugly. She's irrelevant. I wouldn't notice her there. I wouldn't notice her. She's not a beautiful person. I notice beautiful people. I remember beautiful people.
Yeah, same. And
I can't believe she done called the girl ugly like that. God dang, yeah, I can't believe that. I can't believe. Oh my God. That's crazy, man. She said she is ugly. I'm trying to figure out, because I seen her in the jail and, you know, the little bit of videos and stuff. I didn't think she was ugly. That's the man's girlfriend. That's the girlfriend.
But I probably didn't pay attention because she's so ugly. I only notice like beautiful women. She's so ugly. She's irrelevant. I wouldn't notice her there. I wouldn't notice her. She's not a beautiful person. I notice beautiful people. I remember beautiful people.
Yeah, same. And
She's irrelevant.
It's a bold statement, but I'm here for it.
Wow. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them. So, peace out.